Good morning to one and all present here. My name is S.D. Gopi and I belong to the 1987 batch Chemical Engineering. Before I further continue with the event, I would like to thank you all for coming here today. It, it not only shows your interest in the betterment of AABN, but also your dedication to learning new things and meeting new personalities from the alumni. I would like to thank our core committee members of AABN for arranging this webinar. Today marks the 76th webinar of AABN and I'm really honored to host this webinar. Before we get started, I would like to appreciate all the people who have contributed to making this webinar possible every week. We have got an awesome speaker with fresh perspectives on change and challenges, how to beat the odds and build a business to address this. Let me extend a very warm welcome to our eminent speaker, Mr. M. Karunakaran, Whole-Time Director and CEO, Shanti Gears Limited, to this interactive business networking session. The first webinar was held 21 months ago, and AABN has come a long way now after 75 webinars. We have in excess of around 5,500 plus participants from all over the globe. AABN has seen immense success in the last 25 weeks, and it was also possible because of the dedication shown by the core committee members and the participants. This weekly webinar is not a mere webinar that AABN arranges every week, but it has transcended itself to a festival where entrepreneurs from different domains interact with each other and share their knowledge, failures and success, and try to learn from each other and apply it for the betterment of their company. Entrepreneurship is a major feature of the Indian economic landscape. Entrepreneurship is more than just an engine of economic growth. It is also a factor that makes communities more vibrant, inclusive, and secure. Mr. C.K. Kumaravel highlighted during this special address at AABN 70th webinar last week entrepreneurship transformative properties when he noted that it is the ability to turn an idea into reality, a new venture, a small business that puts rising economies on the path of prosperity and empowers people to come together and tackle our most pressing global problems from climate change to poverty. These are but some of the reasons that we are so excited about entrepreneurship and are doing what we can to promote it worldwide among our entrepreneurs. Amidst the global pandemic, businesses across industries, including the manufacturing sectors, have had to deal with uncertainties and disruptions. Companies and individuals across the world have rallied to respond to and, where possible, tackle this crisis. There has been a surge in creativity. People and companies have devised new ideas to respond to existing or emerging needs insufficiently addressed by governments and incumbent institutions. The picture of how entrepreneurs and the systems have been affected is more nuanced than we might at first believe, but understanding it is important. How it is being reshaped today will have a long-lasting effect. It will take a good part of today if I must run you through all the achievements of the illustrious speaker, who is the whole-time director and CEO of Shanti Gears Limited, which prides itself on value creation for business and individuals connected with businesses. Mr. M. Karunakaran believes in making positive impacts, spurring performances for leaders and teams. At a juncture we find ourselves in today, thanks to the pandemic, there can be no one more fitting than Mr. Mr. M. Karunakaran to address, enlighten, and take questions from the diverse group on change and challenges, how to beat the odds and build a business. To give you a little primer about Karunakaran, Karunakaran is an alumnus of our Honorable University. He is from the 93 batch Mechanical Engineering with a diploma in die and tool design from Government Technical Training Center. He pursued his MBA from the University of Madras. He has also completed Advanced Manufacturing Program from Warwick University, UK, and the Leadership Program from IIM Ahmedabad. He has 28 plus years of experience in the industry in the areas of product development, business development, manufacturing, project management, and business turnaround. He is associated with Murugappa Group for well over 24 years on various assignments. Currently, he is heading Shanti Gears Limited as whole-time director and CEO. You will have a unique opportunity to exchange views, share experiences, and identify common strategies to integrate and to scale up the resources. It is my hope that you will take advantage of this opportunity to come up with valuable recommendations and conclusions that will be beneficial to our entrepreneurs as a whole. I look forward to open and constructive debates and wish you all a most successful webinar. Thank you, and over to Mr. Karunakaran.
Thank you, Mr. Gopi, and also AABN for the excellent opportunity. And surely, one way or the other, everybody has experienced how we can make our own business, how we can take it to next level. I'm going to share today about my journey with the company, especially the Shanti case. Okay, so this is a very interesting story. So I hope a lot of learnings for everyone. And I'll just quickly brief about. I'll just share my presentation. I made some 25 slides. So let's see. So how we can do it. So we have 1 hour, is it? So
Yeah,
10:45 to
1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Followed by Q&A.
Sure, sure. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah, visible.
Yes. Good. Thank you very much once again. And today the topic is very, very, unique, and also the change and challenges. I think it's now we have been seeing everyone in the business. So really know the how to beat the odds and build a business. So, and thank you very much, Mr. Gopi, for giving a topic. So which is now very relevant to the business what I'm currently handling. I'm sure this will be useful to many, the seniors and my, mates, and also the guys who are related to this business environment today. Today I made this presentation. The contents are as such. It's about the group and about Shanti Gas and also the journey with Shanti Gas Limited. Also today the opportunities for MSMEs and SMEs, especially with Shanti Gas Limited, and also the question and answer. And about the Murugappa Group, is many of you know, it's almost 122 years old company. It is almost 41,700 crores turnover. And we have predominantly in three sectors: agri, engineering, and financial services. We have 29 businesses and nine listed companies. Out of Shanti Gas is one amongst nine listed companies. And we have a presence in 18 countries, and we have almost 92 manufacturing locations and 55,000 people currently with the group. And the group philosophy and fundamentals are the no man you transact with will lose, then you shall not. That means it should be a win-win for both the stakeholders. I think I like this, the concept, because any business you are in, it should not be one-sided. It should be always you have to look at it, this entire the community is surrounded with us, has to be also make more the profitable way of doing the business. So this is the thing unique from no excerpt from Arthasastra. And as a good business, it is now followed across the value transactions and anything now which we do. So this is very important. And also the any see as you see here, Murugappa Group is well diversified business group. It's in from engineering, agri, and also the financial services. Because this five lights we call is very unique for the group, because this guides everyone to focus and be in this. No, this is five lights are the important for the businesses. The major one is the integrity. This gives whatever you do, it should be in this the ethical way. So this gives no confusion or no kind of no conflicts afterwards. This is one thing which is very important for the businesses. It should be the integrity is non-negotiable. And also the important one, the next one is the passion. The passion is whatever you want to do, it should be we have to be at this highest level of involvement. And that gives whatever you be in the business or be in your personal life. So without a passion, nothing will move. So this is the second light is the passion. And third is quality. It is not only the product and also the how you treat your people, how you treat the vendors, suppliers, and also your customers. So this is the quality of how you make the things. And fourth one is respect. And because any business, it will be there without a respect and responsibility will not go. I think these are all the five guiding lights for the group, which is I'm proud of sharing this. And also, as I mentioned, this is a company, which is in the agri, engineering, and financial services. I represent the engineering businesses. I worked with two products of India, which is predominantly into the automotive customers. And the second one, currently, I'm heading the industrial business. It's so completely with automotive and now with the industrial business. And as I mentioned, this is the nine companies. And now recently, the company is CG Power is also acquired last year, and that is also now part of this listed companies now. It's just 10 companies now. And Shanti Gears is a subsidiary of Tube Investments of India. The tube investments makes about no tubes, which is the cold rolls, sheets and strips, plus precision steel tubes, and TA diamond chain, which makes the chains, and TA metal forming, which makes the door frame and all metal form components, and TA cycles is the bicycle manufacturers, and Shanti Gears is the yeah. Shanti Gears is the industrial gears and gearbox manufacturers. We don't supply to automotive. And the recent acquisition is CG Power. So this is the companies concerned at Tube Investments of India. And let me come to Shanti Gears now. Shanti Gears, our vision is to be admired as a reliable partner for total power transmission solutions. So earlier we had a mechanical power transmission solutions. Now we rephrased into a total power transmission solutions because today the things are keep on emerging with new developments. So that's why we put it as a total power transmission solutions. We want to be a solution provider. And about Shanti Gas, the Shanti Gas is a company started in 1969 and registered as a private limited in 1972. This company was started by a very well-known entrepreneur, Mr. Subramaniam. So today he runs, it's very famous for Shanti Social Service. Still, the family is continuing that activity. And initially started with the textile gears for replacing the textile gears in line with the LMW and Rita machines. And then slowly moved into in 1980 for warm gearbox manufacturing. And in 1986 itself, the company is listed in stock exchanges and in started this industrial gearbox business in 1987 and 2002 it was certified as 9001 and 2008 the company is the first AS 9100C. It's a aerospace component manufacturer in India. Shanti Gears is the first company for making gears registered with AS 9000. And in 2012, because due to some family issues, he don't want to continue the business. So when we given the business to one of the reputed group to continue the business. So the Murugappa group acquired in 2012. And afterwards, the group focused on this, the own way of taking the things forward. So focusing on institutional sales and also the service businesses. And a lot of system was incorporated in this, from 2016 to 2018. So we are the company with AS 9100D with the design. Also, Iris, we are the first company in the gear manufacturing space. In the second company in the world and first company in India with this Iris for the railway applications. And also we also know that I'm going to talk about a lot of things what we do in this demerger and all this. And in 2021, we are also looking at how we can bring efficiency and also TPM, lean and all the practices which we started now. And as a product group is concerned, so we have mostly a company which is custom built products. We supply almost 70% of the products are custom built products, and 15% are standard products, and also some of this the other captive requirements and other put together is 15%. And also this is we also supply the loose gears as gear internals for the customers. And also this is a custom built product, as I said. So it is very, very well diversified product group. We cater to almost 21 different industries, and it's a very wide diversified. It's not only one vertical of steel or cement, and it is almost we cater to almost 21 different industries as such. And these are all our customers, and especially all the three defense form we supply for the naval, air force, and also land defense, plus railway, plus all the steel, cement, power, and all mining, and all critical applications Shanti Gear supplies. And these are a few of the certificates. Just I'll skip it. And this is the one initiative which we launched in 2000 after this COVID 2021. We launched as a rebuild as a concept in 2019, and we see an opportunity of because most of the gearboxes in India is supplied by way back by a lot of the gearboxes comes from Europe, and we found there is no support for the gearboxes. Then we started as a service of any make gearboxes. So it has been a good success. Now we are saying good credentials, and especially with all this the public sector companies and also the defense, we see a good momentum and it's a great opportunity. See, majorly the service business, because always the people will get confused. Shanti is a repair business. Then we made it a different kind of no logo, so it gives no rebuilding. Okay, that's the Shanti rebuild is the logo, and we have separate app for that. And we also have 9 locations across India. So it is not to cater to customers, no, because servicing means they need faster. So we have to understand the requirement faster. So we have 9 service centers across India. I'll come to the topic today is I'm going to share about now what we did in Shanti Gears. So today we are proud of, okay, as a company, so where it was and today where it is, okay, and it's a great support by the stakeholders, even our board of directors. It's a lot of no directions and also the team who have made it happen. So with a lot of the questioning the status quo, anything you want to do today, I think we should accept now where are we today and why it is, okay, that we should question the status quo. I think that gives us uh, kind of know the growth and also some of the possibilities here. And also as a company, we see as a strength within the company we see is we are the integrated manufacturing company. See, as a gearbox, if you look at it, now there is a fabricated housing and also we have our own cast iron housings. We have our own foundry, we have our own heat treatment shop. We have complete in-house. If you take the gearbox is a product, we can make everything in-house. So there is no need to do some outsourcing. It's a completely integrated plant. And also we have been with all the applications as I mentioned, and we are the company with high mix and low volume products, which is one of the things. Now, because why I'm saying this is because we have to be flexible and we have to know understand. So even the MOQ here is no one number, okay, for the gearboxes. And some other things, no, where the strength of us is no, we can look at the low volume products. And also we have 50 years of legacy covering all the industrial applications. And some of the areas where we need to look at it as a business as an entry barrier because it's a highly capital intensive business. Even if it is one debottlenecking of one grinding machine, then it costs almost no 7 crores. I think this is one thing now which we see as an highly capital intensive. That's why no the asset utilization is the key for the business. And also the development lead time, any product which you want to look at it, it's a longer lead time because it has to go with this newer applications, understanding the application with the customers. So these are all the key challenges. And also the technical know-how, because as a company, though it is 50 years, we don't have any partnership with the global players. We all homegrown, and also we have almost 75 engineers working with us in the function of engineering and R&D. And that gives the things which is little longer. But again, if you look at it we are very stable. Also, the opportunities today with this current context, if you're looking at after the war and all that, we are looking as a contract manufacturing is a big opportunity for the companies in India today. Also, the replacement service gearboxes, because we are also looking as in service, we are supplying the spares to US, and they are still, it is no our lead time and all this comfortable for them to know get it from India, and then they can service gearboxes in US and Europe. Also, this is the new things which is coming up in the renewable space. We are also into the renewable wind and also some of the solar power gears requirements. Also, the mobility is concerned. We are into railways and also the turbine for power sectors. We have good opportunity. And what is the threat which we are looking at? Always know the technologies keep on emerging, and also the gearless drives, also the VFDs, which is something now which is really we need to work on, and this is the area where we are focusing now. Coming to this, the journey as a perspective I want to give, because the Shanti Gas is a company, we were at almost in 2008-9 itself, it's a 252 crore company. And afterwards, you see the company which is now in 9-10, which has came down very significantly because of some decisions that by the S12 promoter has taken because of the family issues and all. It came down the business from 122. In 2012, Murugappa Group acquired. So this was the journey started from 2012, September. And afterwards, if you look at it now as a company, because almost 42 years it was run by a company, no, it's an entrepreneur. And suddenly a kind of no professional company taken over. So it is the kind of no professional way I'm saying is a kind of an established company which is taken over. The people in the existing system, they thought, okay, somebody has no come in as a kind of no government company. So the mindset of the people were, yes, there is some stability, but again, we should not look at it, no, okay, now it is some relaxation. No, that's the thing now, which is the culture has been, no, it is very important. Also, the culture, which is the challenge, was no the fear. It's all the owner-driven company. People used to wait for a decision from top. And once we taken a company like in professionally managed company, they said, no, you have to take responsibility. That was the thing which was new to them. Also, some of the things now which you want to unlearn, it is very difficult for the people. Also, then because of the ones the company since owner driven to the professionally managed company, they formed a union. Then I think union, they don't know. First of all, they went for a union and then formed. I think no, this was the period really the company underwent a lot of the culture building exercise, which you have to make them aware what is the future for the business requirements. Then I came in 2014 as kind of know that after 2 years of acquisition, I joined in this company. Then slowly the things were after we concluded the long-term settlement with the workmen, then signed, and we made it because our business is no high mix, low volume. It's very difficult to fix the no productivity norms. So then we said it's based on the sale, something we can keep it and all. It was quite no evolved. Then again we fixed it. Then slowly the journey begins, and then we moved to 2018-19 to 240 crores. So this is the things now, which is the perspective I would like to now give the members so that now you can no, you can connect the dots. So once this was the thing, I was heading the operations and technical from 2014 to 19. Then in 2019, I took over as the business head. And the important thing is now we need to set the target or direction to the team, what we want to do. Then in 2019, I set the target to double the revenue and triple the profits in 4 years. I think now 2019 to 23. So this is the period we set the target. And if you look at the targets, really now, if you look at it, not doubling the revenue, because one thing now which is unique for us is we see already the numbers of 250 was already achieved. Today we come to know 238 is very almost nearer to this. So what we want to do from here, we set a target of from how 250 to 500 crores is the number we should take it. So and also the profits, because without compromising this, the margins, because achieving top line is not a big deal without profit, it's no sense. So that's why now we are looking at how the profit also it's important. And what we identified as the key enablers is because we need to know without the customers, we can't grow the business. So we have quality engagement with the customers because the customer connect, because it's a 21 different industries and also different customer bases. So connecting them, so keeping them with the business interest is a big challenge. So we have started some initiatives by my predecessors, so which I have to now continue and then see how I can now grow that. So this is the quality engagement with the customers is key. And second is the execution excellence, because the execution excellence in all the areas, not only the manufacturing, so how your sales function and how your engineering function does, and also how your the manufacturing and customer service. It's covering all the business areas. So we have to be in excellence in all our transactions. And third, because any business you want to grow, the new product and technological developments are the key. And we as a business and my colleagues has supported, because now it's very important, whatever we can set a direction, ultimately this has to be taken by the team, and then they have to drive this to kind of achieving the results. So the new product development, because as I also mentioned, 70% product is a custom built. Why specifically new product? Because this is the business, we can't run always the replacement space. We need to have some OEM business so that we can get some kind of sustained business volume. So that's why now this new product development is the key. And also very important, as I said, the profitability is concerned. You have to manage your working capital effectively. So mainly, if you look at it in our inventories, we used to have almost 150 to 180 days of inventory because of this unique, because we one grade, if you want to buy the MOQ of 40 tons, where I require only 5 tons. So remaining 35 tons will be in the stock. So like that, we have a lot of challenges. Now we have improved. So this ROIC was almost over 10%. So today we are not talking, which is the numbers are good, but still we have to go bigger. Also, the very important thing for all that will happen means we need to have a collaborative and engaged employees. See, always the area where it is still, even if you look at it the fifth point needs a lot of analysis. Why I'm saying this. And as I said, the quality engagement of customers. So what we are looking at is, because in Customer Connect is the program which we have taken by my producer. So it is one thing now, which is we have to now connect the customer and actively engage with our products. Okay. So that's a thing we used to have, and every quarter we used to have in the region. We call all the customers and then we communicate. So what is this now, the improvements or the new products which you made, how it will be now helping you to improve your productivity or this no efficiency. One of the things, the purpose of Shanti Gears, if you look at it, so we have to make our stakeholders competitive so that in order to be at competent with the stakeholders, so we have to share what is happening and what are all the important things. So you should take care so that now you can also now bring that efficiency in your business. So this program has helped to interact with them and share our the best practices. So this customers know really with us, and today it's a program which is ongoing. Also, we also the channel partners meet, which is very important. So all the businesses are doing okay, not nothing unique to Shanti Case. But the important thing here is no, normally the other businesses, only the standard products are sold by the channel partners. See, Shanti Gears, we give this no the non-standard products will be represented by the channel partners. So this is the very important thing, which is no the business, even the channel partners should see this how they are profitable. Because as a company, we should see any business we are in, we should see the customer should not feel that okay, we are taking them for no ride. So we are making them, even many customers of us will say, I'm giving a premium of 10 to 15% over your competitor. I think that's the kind of no pride we carry, because the product reliability and also the strong brand name, which is no helping us to do this. And the other one is the customer survey. We take the feedback from our customers where we should improve. And based on this, we have an improvement program running across the organization. And the other one, which is now we have to share the knowledge, because one program we have Gear Master program. We take all our channel partners and also the key guys. So we should take them. It's a 2-week program. We give them the hands-on training to them. So how to dismantle the gearbox and what are all the troubles and how to troubleshoot that. And we have a technical training center. So this will give them a confidence, not only not talking, because now our service engineers and sales engineers are hands-on and they can give a solution, because we are not only supplying the delivering the selling the products, we are selling the capabilities. So our customers should see, yes, there is a value in it. Okay, that's why now our engineers has to be know the things in detail. So we spend a lot of time and money to strengthen our team members. Also, our presence in social network, we activated in 2019 onwards. And now today, I'm proud to say there's now 18,000 followers, which is there today. It's as more our parent company of almost 20,000. So this is the kind of the focus which we give, because what we do is a custom built product, how we can reach to the relevant customers, because the social network, especially the LinkedIn, is really very powerful, and we are seeing a lot of responses through that. Also, as a culture, we would like to fix it as a customer first. And also now we are looking at a key account management, because we identified out of 600 customers, the top 200 customers is giving almost 60% of the businesses. We wanted to take them as a key account management in terms of servicing, in terms of knowledge sharing, and these are all the things we run at different programs. Also, as every business is doing, so we have to move from this current core as a gearbox to total solution provider. As a company today, if you look at it, we are looking at how we can partner with our group companies, especially the TI Diamond Chain and also the CG Power, the motor company. So how we can give a total solution to our experience to the customers. So these are all the things now which we do in terms of engaging our customers. And this is, I mentioned about our social media. We were at almost 3,000, and today we are at almost 18,000. And moreover, we also know communication is a very important thing. Wherever our guys, now we are making into an application wise, because we have cement, some products we are doing, and steel we are doing some products, and aerospace we are doing. So how we can connect those relevant customers. So now we are making an application wise, the product verticals and focuses are going on now. And second thing is important about the execution excellence. So execution excellence, which we are talking about as a business, if you look at it, there are six main product groups we have. One is helical gearboxes, which is catalog and all the non-standard. And gears and pinion, you look at it, this is the area where we have textile products, engineering products, and we have no railway exports and machine tools and different loose gears for the customers. And we had four manufacturing locations, which is now because the multi products, we had four manufacturing locations. And the A and B unit is A unit for textile products and B unit for engineering products. This is now in the Singanallur area. And totally, if you look at it, the foundry, we have a captive foundry. That's one division. And also the C unit is maybe where we make the gearboxes. So for worm and gear motor and helical gearboxes and service activities are happening in C unit. See, we had in 19, we had four locations. And what we did is we had this A and B unit, which is now the turnover of both the businesses put together is almost giving 20 crores turnover at that point in time. Now that has been merged with C unit because many a times it has to come for C unit for the heat treatment and the finishing activities, profile grinding. Then it is worthwhile to now merge that division into C unit. We did it in 2019 and end means 20 before the 20 we did this merger. And also the important thing here is the look at the customer base. So which is 1050 customers has given a 12 crores. That is if you look at it per customer is 1000. So I think this is the one thing which I wanted to look at is as a business, we are very it's close to 3,500 customers, and out of this 1000 customers is giving a 12 crores. So I think a lot of tails we used to handle. So what we did is we merged, and these businesses has been given to dealer to handle it, so that they can manage it better rather than giving our management time for booking the order and taking the delivery and making them planning and a lot of inventory. So then again, we corrected. This is one area the business should look at it. We have to focus on vitals, so we should not be on the trivials. So this is the one thing which we did it. So we have to not take out this, not only focus on vitals. And also the multi-products. So we are looking at how the business is now having six product groups, because always we need to have a focus on what we want to do. In 2020, after the COVID, so we made the business into two verticals. One is the business unit one, which called the gears and gearbox division. Second is service, foundry and work. So this is very important because any sales engineer or the company representative goes to customer, he is responsible for all these products. Always know people will apply the Pareto, which one I get more inquiry, more things. So always there is a competition is also very active. So we said this now because we need to focus in all the sectors, means we need to have a dedicated person to work. So accordingly, we made the two business units, and we could see there is agility we could see in after splitting the businesses. Internally, a lot of machines has been common, and initially, then later on also we split the machines based on the BUs. Now we see the complete agility in the team and also the focus, which is much more better in before and now. I think this is one important activity because we have to have if you want agility, and you need to have a clarity and focus. And also, as I said, because after this, we merged all the customers and we merged the plants, we see a lot of momentum. And now, because it's a continual improvement activity, now we are also looking at, as in business, the lean manufacturing journey. And always lean talk about one piece flow. And initially, when we are talking about lean, so many of our colleagues also questioned, even I also believe this lean is only working for mass production. And we thought, okay, so with this thing, so we have engaged a consultant from Japan. And really, we are looking at, see, lean is also applicable for the discrete manufacturing jobs. I think we just started, two meetings were over, and we could see within this good impact with respect to our how the lean practices is working. It's in the discrete setup also. So then we made it into a product lines based on this helical gearbox line, gears and pinion, worm. Though it is one product, again, how it can be manufactured in this the single piece flow concept. It is we just started. I'm sure it's a journey. I'm sure we can get this results in a short time. And the other one in its execution excellence comes because always the mindset of the people. Hey, you have to improve your execution and through asset utilization. They say, sir, I'm already working for, my machine is fully running and I don't have a free capacity. See what we did in after the COVID 2020. During COVID, no, we that's how we can bring the business. Really, during the pandemic, we got a lot of time to think. So I think though the pandemic is one side, it's a curse, but other side, no, I feel it's a time which has been given for thinking and also know how we can prioritize the business. I think that has helped us. And as an SGL, we have now close to 256 machines. Out of this, we identified 111 machines are critical to business, and out of this, we did this. No, this is one Russian company has provided this kind of no, because we have different working system like Fanuc and Siemens and all this. No, because different machines. So how we can connect the hardware? So successfully we connected and we taken the data. And afterwards, surprisingly, before this, we used to think it's almost 65% is machine utilization. After connecting the data, then we found only know that 35% is the effective machine utilization. So you see there is a gap because now what you record manually and what you connect it through the system. So we say there is a gap. So this 35% which we did in 2020 and today we are at almost now 57%. The utilization, effective utilization I'm talking about. So always know the machine data collection is a very important thing to get the data and no conflict because whatever you say, your workmen also will be in the same page because it's a data. Data is common to all. I think this has helped a transparent organization. So people should see whatever I say and whatever you say, it should be no based on the database. Okay, so that's one thing it should I like to mention here. And also know as a business, if you see the in order to bring the execution excellence, so every function should fire. So for us now, if you look at it now, the activity level, if you take the gearbox manufacturing, right from inquiry to costing, then again order booking, marketing, back office team. We have the engineering which gives the design A, then customer approval. They have to send it for approval. Then once the customer approved, then we have to make the detailed design. Then again go to SCM. Then finally it comes to production. Then again dispatch. See what is important is we should see the business, the stakeholders have a clear metrics because now whatever we call as an exceptions, if it is any inquiry comes, we should respond within 7 days. If it is anything beyond 7 days, it should be escalated to next level. So that no, some kind of no, the monitoring is it should be always maintained within this the SLAs. Also, the order booking side. So any order you book without no advance or something, you have to collect within this no order to come along with the advance. So that if the advance is not collected within 4 days, then again the order will be no pushed back to the system. Hey, this order is not booked. I think no, this is the things no, which is the system which help them to know perform and also know focus. Also, the engineering, they have to deliver the design within 7 days once the no order is received. I think no, this is the key metrics which we set across all the function so that no, we can monitor. See, always arise what it will fall within the stools. So I'll be good in booking, but afterwards know how the engineering they may pile up and it goes to purchase, they will also know the inefficiency will pile up because the complexity and things are in different things. Also, when it comes to production, because everything is getting skewed into one machine, so a lot of no piling up happened. So once we started any job which comes to the department, we have to move within 48 hours. We should not wait. I think these are all the things now which has helped us to know focus and where is the bottleneck, and constantly our team will address and improve. Okay, this is the thing which I would like to mention, that the exception monitoring means some are, if the people are having some issues, so this should be highlighted. Only the senior team will focus and where is the bottleneck and they can focus and improve that. And this is the visual control. I think many of you know it is nothing new for the business. So always this is no, the searching time is one of the biggest things. So we made it the month wise. So because no, our products, no, the manufacturing lead times are different. For shafts, it's a different lead time. For the housing, it's a different lead time. So everything is accumulated. And now after the lean, so we are looking at a full kit is one input so that we can get the product in time. So the visual management is also very important. And as a thing which I talked about now, the execution excellence, these are all the things now, the major areas which I covered. Surely we are just come to this now, the started, the journey has begun now. So we have to go a long way in order to bring execution excellence. And the third one, which is, as I said, the new product development is concerned. See, Shanti Gears is well known for taking this, the challenging jobs. See, this is the gearboxes you can see for this, it's a 56 ton for the bucket wheel excavator, and also the renewable power for the 2.1 megawatt windmill gearboxes. Also the emerging trends converting into an diesel to electric drive trains, and also the things at the bottom is for the defense sectors, which is the armor recovery vehicle. Like that, we do a products it's really very very niche, and also very the technical or technology oriented products. And this is the one important thing as a product development. We have a lot of focus on product development, and we have a separate R&D function which we allocate almost the 2% of our revenue is goes to R&D. And this is the thing now which you are also promoting, that you fail, okay, then we will see whatever the things I want. We should encourage the people to not do some experiments, and let's see this now, let us know the experiment should be almost we should expect it's not all 100% successful. Let's fail and then correct or learn from the mistakes. This is the thing which you want to do. And as any business, because we set a target, though it is a 70% are custom built products and almost in the new product category. So we wanted to be in this emerging space, okay, especially the renewable power, and also the things today people are talking about EV, and also this the whatever the existing businesses like the thermal plants, which is the flue gas desulfurization units, some of this the improvements on the pollution preventions. So these are all the focus areas we are working. And I'll move on to the next point, which is the very important for the working capital management, because the businesses today touchwood now our business is a debt free company. And I think now the businesses we have to know, as a group, we have the value system. You have to be the business where you have money also. You should be at, if you have to borrow, what you will do, the same mindset you should apply in the business. So accordingly, if you look at it now, the working capital management is a very important thing, because the MOQs, and nowadays we are looking at now, we are moving from 40 tons batches to now 10 tons, because the new vendors has to be developed so that now they can go for a small heats. And also this, we are also optimize the SKUs. We used to have almost 560 raw metal grades, okay, and also the raw metal diameters. Today we are almost 180 items, which is now the runner items we are talking. So also the minimum order quantity, which we are talking customers in case big, so we are back to back tie up with the customers in case if it is required, or we have to bear the cost. Also, we are looking at the VMI in a small way. We have done in this repeat products. We are also exploring on this some other vendors to maintain the inventory, and then we should support. And the other one thing which is on the receivables, because this is a big challenge, because mostly the development orders and all that now. So this is the one we have, still we have to improve. But we, all our dealers, we kind of know the channel financing is an option. So we can get the money, so they can also know, will not have any issues in making this payment on time. And very important thing is, as in working capital is concerned, we have to sweat the assets. So otherwise, if you keep, since as I mentioned, it's a capital intensive, we can't afford to keep on investing on the plant and machinery. So this is the one thing which is very important. We have to sweat the assets. We have to utilize the assets. I'm not coming to sweating. First, you have to you have to utilize the assets, monitor with the right data, so that now we can discuss and improve. So as part of the improvement culture, we have to discuss with the workmen. So then once it is there, so we have to use the assets effectively. So with that, we were at almost 10%, 11% in ROIC, and we are now almost close to 30% level. And as I mentioned, because the very important thing for the engaged employees is a key for the business. So if this is the way, if you want to know, looking at this any business to go to next level, without employee support, any business can't grow that. So as I mentioned, these are all the things. Culturally, legacy was very, very, owner-driven company, and the fear of uncertainty. Tomorrow, if I do something, then I'll lose my job. Okay. Also the command and control, and also the people always looking at the fixed mindset. So what we did, we just moved from this fixed mindset to growth mindset. Even the long-term settlement with the union, we fixed it. If you do more than this, so you can also earn more. If you do more, you can earn more. So this is a kind of the things it's many of the business does, and we also did it, and we could also see the business now, which is very successful. And these are all the challenges, and really know how we can making our employees the communication, and the care and concern is the one of the important thing, and also the grow from within. So we have to give a opportunity for the people to grow, and very frequent communications is the important one at my level. So we used to have a quarterly communication, individual plant wise I do, and my business sets do a monthly communication to the workmen, and always know the communication will bring down the gap. I think it's a very important thing. See, anything can be achieved or even sorted out over the proper across the table discussion. We can sort it out. So the communication is very powerful, and these are all few things, which I mentioned, the quarterly communication. Also, the employee, family connect. It says no any employees who sick, so the from HR function they visit along with the plant heads, and also the health camps and quarterly newsletters. We given the internal communication magazines to their family, and also the celebration. And even this is important parcel of the group value systems we continue. And also the career growth is very important because, as we said, we have to now grow from within, because we have to give an equal opportunity for the people who are put in. So once the business is made into two verticals, a lot of opportunity we created to kind of leadership role, the people will be given to this opportunity. And so that not today, the current context, many people, the challenges for the business is retaining the talented employees. I think no, this is one thing, to create an opportunity so that we can accommodate the good people on the leadership role so that they can also perform and grow the business. And very important, always know this is a survey results of the employee engagement survey we conduct through as an Avon, Hewitt, and professional companies. And overall, as this is the three survey results which I'm just putting you for this three surveys results. Yes, a company we were at 62%. Today it is 70%. Okay, but again, this benchmarking companies which is 72% is the score. Still, we have to go a long way. See, one of the few parameters, if you look at it, is the recognition, which we are looking at now, how we are recognizing the employees. So from 42, which we moved to 70, and innovation, how the company is innovative. You can see this now, the last 2018 survey and 2022, you can see this now, the scores, which is now from 58 to 70 in recognition, innovation from 55 to 70, and career opportunities, which is now always the people should believe, yes, I can grow along with the organization. And the senior leadership, because the direction and also the senior team, people are watching, are looking at as a leader. So what you are doing. So this is the thing now, which is very important. As senior leadership, it's 88%. And still that area where we are lagging is the collaboration. Still people feels, so we are working in silo. We are not moving out of this common objective. And this is an area where we are focusing and see how we can bring an improvement in this area of collaboration. I think that's a very big subject. So we have made some action plans. And what is this now? Because we have to understand their mind. So why this issue is coming? Because after we made this business units within this, so within competition has to be within this company now. So we should not leave this the competition not only with the means competition. So here we are also competing internally with both the businesses. So it is one way it's good, but other side, if you look at it, how we can see this now, the common objective should not be missed out. So that's the one challenge we have. We are working with this now focused improvement plans. And this is the result I would like to share. So how it is now before, after the takeover of this company, and when it is now 2019, because now you look at the 238, because in 1920 the COVID, and if it are not there, we will be at now 252, which is now we would be now turning this 252, and now after this the year we have already being a public listed company, so we can't share this financial results. So we'll be now higher than now 300 crores now. So I think this is the journey, and I think now the key takeaways. I think now what I want to summarize the key enablers for the businesses to turn around this is, one is now setting a vision, and second one is now defining key metrics for the business and the functions, and only now the focus on the vitals, and the we have to bring agility to the business. So we have to now align, and also we have to bring agility. So you should be lean. And also the focus is on cash. Cash is king. So working capital management is an improvement area, important focus area. And all that, the topmost is I would rate is employee engagement. I think we have to keep an employee is committed, and then we can achieve the results. And also the technologies constantly focus on new product development. I think these are all the things now, which is again the success story of Shanti Case. These are all the enablers. Now I'll move into this now the emerging opportunities for the sectors, because most of the business partners you are also aware. So the growth in core industries, which is happening now after this the budget and all this, the focus on domestic growth, especially on the infrastructure and steel, which is also growing. Also mining and metal handling is the major areas where we are looking at as an opportunity. Also the emerging industries, see, because now as I mentioned, is EV is a big way. And also not only in the two-wheeler, four-wheeler, because also agri and off-highway equipments is the one which is very key here. Also the renewables, wind, solar, and this is an area where it is also government is focusing more. And also there is an opportunity in the renewable space. And defense, yes, we are also seeing some good things in this Make in India and also GOCO opportunities. And moreover, the digital, which is the condition monitoring, IoT, sensors. I think no, these are all the things. No, we have smart initiatives which are taken to kind of know the offering the products to customers with more of digital features. And exports is an very key for everyone. So because no, we should not look at only the domestic is the only factor. So we should focus on exports. And always no, we have to look at it in this no customer shoes. So we should look at it now how customers what think about us and how the expectations are. We have to look at it as a total solution provider rather than supplying a product. So this is what we are looking. So how we can upgrade our customers so that now we will be always know if they win, we will also win. That's the thing which will work. And also, again, for Shanti Gears, what we are looking, if it is MSMEs or SMEs of some of you. So really, we are also wanting to grow big. So we can also look at the fabrication with some machining vendors if you have the facility. So please feel free to contact us. So we can also look at it for the fabrication up to not 20, 25 tons weight and with some machining, bore and vertical plus horizontal machining centers. If you have anything, it will be a good support for us. Also, the foundry with high mix, low volume support. So we have our own foundry, but again, it is not 350 tons is the capacity per month. But there is no, we are also looking at some opportunities outside. So some of our gearboxes can be outsourced so that we can look at it as foundries with some machining capabilities also good. Also, the proof machine concept, because we buy a raw metal so that if you can give it as a ready to hob. Okay, if the facility is available, this is an opportunity where you can also look at it. Also, the forging, which is no open die and closed die forging, because we always get it from Calcutta and Pune. So maybe if we have some vendor base here, so we can also look at it. Because the challenge here is the one number, two number. See, this is the thing which is high mix, low volume products. So the supplier should have the mindset to do how we can look at it. Surely the pricing will be attractive. So, but here the numbers are 1 and 2. And also the heat treatment front, because we have a gas carburizing. So we can look at it vacuum or sealed quench furnace, some capabilities. So we can also look at it. Also the condition monitoring, it's an area where which is very hot now, the sensors and controllers. These are all the areas if some of you are doing it. So we can also work with you. Fine, these are all the things which is again servicing. We have a lot of opportunity. So of not only gearbox, any mechanical precision components we can service and we can supply to or support the customers. So these are all the things brief about my presentation. Thank you very much. Thanks, Kopi, and also thanks AABN for this opportunity. I'm very much delighted and honored for your patience listening, and I'm sure so it will be a lot of insights to you also. So thank you very much, and thanks for the opportunity, Mr. Kopi and AABN. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Karunakaran. It was very inspiring, warm, and a very motivating session. Thank you for taking your time out on a Sunday morning to be with us.
Thank
so
you,
now we'll keep the floor open for questions now, question answers now.
Yeah.
Participants, you can please unmute and ask your questions, please.
Karunakaran, one question that struck me. I mean, are you developing vendors to supply your parts? Number one. The second question is, Since you are saying capacity utilization is, 57% you have achieved, my question is, have you thought of letting your machines be used by outside parties for, so that probably they do one shift for you and then they develop businesses for themselves or something like that, so that utilization, so you also by way of rental or something, you collect money from them.
Yeah.
And the third question I want to ask is, since you say for 1,000 customers give you something like 12% or 12 crores, I was not sure about that figures.
Yeah.
Will it not be better that you give the gears and parts, so that you can have like an assembling kind of thing, by your own dealers can do some assembly, like cycle dealers do for TI cycles,
Yeah.
So that way they can be lean, they can understand what is required by the customer, and they themselves can set up small shops. You can supply the bulk of the gears and all that mass manufactured gears, and they in turn can assemble depending on the gear ratio and things like that. It's just a thinking. I may be wrong totally. Just
no, you
if
are
I'm
right,
wrong,
sir.
please correct me. Yeah.
No, sure, you are absolutely right. See certain things now, if you look at it from this the perspective, so this is not the customers really, it is a replacement customers. What I mentioned, the textile customers, they have the machines of LMW or Rita, so they have one gear they want, because we have a store, means as a counter, people can come and pick up this items. That was the model which used to operate. The problem is we used to handle so much of inventory and also the SKUs. Then what we thought was, we instead of not doing it, we can give it to our dealers, so they can manage and they can see this based on the requirement, they can give an optimized volume. So because the challenge is not the volume. If you have no volumes are there, all the partners will be interested to do. This is the 1 number, 2 number. So it is a casting up. This is a cast iron gear. Pouring 1 number is a very big challenge. So only not many people are interested to do. And this is why we pour it in a batches of 10, 15. Then again, we keep it, and our own foundry, we can prioritize and do it. This was the model. But now we are really looking at this business. We wanted to look at it. What are all the runner items only we want to do? The repeaters and strangers, we wanted to get out of this, because otherwise, you want to keep all the customers, it's very difficult to manage and grow the business. That's why we are only looking at only the runners, only 18 items or 20 items only we want to make it. The rest of the things, we give them, so you develop and supply to them. So that's how now our dealers has been empowered to do that. That one. And second, you mentioned about the utilization. See, we call this ELRE, equipment load ratio effective. It's a thing now which is monitoring. There, the setup time and all that now, if you have to cover, once the machine, how the tool touch time is 57%. If you look at it now, the ELR means we got equipment load ratio. This comes to 70%. Really now, we are also looking for our business. Every job is unique. The setup time is the kind of improvement has to be there. That's why we monitor total. So there is an opportunity for how we are reducing the setup time. Yes, sir. And the third one is outside suppliers, means outside persons can run the machines, because it's a highly skilled job, and only the guys who knows the operations. Because what happened in our engineering team, they gives only the final product drawing. They don't give the process drawing. Today, our operators, the supervisors in the shop floor only decides what's the process flow to be made, because it's a one-off. We are not going to make the product next time. So then the process design is done by the shop floor employee. So that's why now we are making our employee is a permanent workman. So he is critical to take the decisions. So that's why it is not workable for our business, what we are doing. Okay. Thank you. Hope I answered your question. Yes.
Yeah, participants, you can unmute and please ask your questions, sir. Yes, sir. Sigmar, sir, if you have any questions, you can ask, sir.
Yeah. I'll take it up. Sir, it was a fantastic presentation by you, sir. I just want to know only 2 things, sir. One is that, are you interested in doing some business with automobile industries because they are going to do the EV kind of changeover, and there are a lot of gearboxes which is required with synchronous mesh type. And I don't think you are in that particular segment. Are you going for it? And the second question is, are you going to take up any windmill gearboxes, which is totally imported from abroad?
Yeah.
So is there any new project which is underway, sir?
No, thank you, sir. I think no, it's very relevant. Today, we are also looking at as a company, we are purely an industrial. We are also taking some projects in the EV. Okay, so because now even TI also is in this some small way, they are getting into the EV space. So we are also taking some projects for the three-wheeler auto for the EV gearboxes now, which we supply to our group. And also we are looking at as an opportunity, the windmill is one of the focus area for Shanti Gears. We supplied almost 1,500 gearboxes for the 250 kilowatt. It is way back in 2008 and before.
Yeah.
And now we are recently working, we are developed for 750 kilowatt windmill gearbox. And we are also now capable to service the 2.1 megawatt gearboxes. So today, all this Inox and all the companies, which they don't have they have a Chinese gearbox. Nobody is servicing these gearboxes. Today, we successfully serviced and we have an opportunity to service 2.1 megawatt gearboxes. And surely the yaw and pitch drive, today we are also looking at these gearboxes also. We are focusing now. Yes, very much we are in the renewable space. We wanted to develop more products in the renewable, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank
you. Sir, this is Dhanshekaran, 81 Chemical.
Yes.
Okay, it was a wonderful presentation and your journey is really noteworthy for the youngsters. My question is, this Make in India schemes and this during this COVID, there were a lot of incentives given.
Yes, sir.
How effective were there and how you could utilize? I just want to know only big companies were using or I just want to have an idea, please.
Yeah. Sir, actually, if you look at it now, we as a company, we are into selectively we are working with them for the defense projects. Okay, we are not into this all the products we want to be in active participation. We are also this GoCo opportunities we discussed for some of the the key projects we discussed. But again, the process time to convert into business and also the communications, still it is not up to the kind of speed is not there. But surely this is an opportunity. We are continuing with this the smaller businesses, which we do almost 10 crore business in a year, okay, with the defense things. But really, if you want to see the incentives and all, we need to have a dedicated facility so that they can focus and improve, which we have to really think and see how we can scale up. I think that's the challenge which we have. But we are not taken into these lines like incentives and all this, which was not looked at it. So we should really, your point is taken. So we should look at it now. So what's the benefit? So how we can focus and do it. We have to work on this.
Yeah, thank you. Can you throw more light on this incentive? I mean, they were giving a lot of FMOs, Finance Minister was giving during this COVID time.
Yeah.
Were they really effective and how you are able to utilize that? I want to know. During this COVID period, they were offering package 1, package 2, package 3 and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
No, being in MSME or the things, they have got a lot of the benefits. Even the Codicia situation, they're also looking at how we can promote the defense corridor and all that. So as such, I don't really know for our company, since we have not taken any the incentive schemes. So I'm not able to comment on this. So sorry for that, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Babu, muted, Babu. Babu, muted.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, yeah, I am Babu here from Vedant Solar Private Limited.
Yes, sir.
So your presentation was excellent, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Now, actually, we are in solar. We are the EPC contractor. We want to know about how the industry, as per your view, how the industry will grow and how is your plan, your Shanti plan to invest in renewable energy?
Yeah. Sir, actually, you look at it now, there's going to be a double-digit growth. CAGR is being projected for the renewable space. And especially the solar and wind is going to be the kind of major thing will move from here, the space. And what we are looking at is as renewable, we are also looking at the product developments for the megawatt series is one thing now which we are looking. And also the solar, which you are looking at the product for the solar panel tilting gearboxes and those kind of the products which are there. And today, if you look at it, as a business percentage is almost 4% share. We wanted to take it to almost the major 3 times growth in next 4 years time. That's the target which we have taken. I'm sure the opportunity is there. We can also do it.
Sir, in solar water pump, it is there, no water pump.
Yes,
is
sir.
there any, you have any gearbox for that sliding of the solar panels, any on the mounting structure?
No, sir. Water pump, we don't have the product. We only not do it for the panel tilting application only. We
Yeah,
do.
for panel tilting only, application only, water pump is, we have a lot of opportunity.
Okay,
the
sir.
water pump, you can have the gearbox
Sure,
for
sir.
slope of this one, mounting structure,
Sure, sir.
rotating on its own. You have any, even for megawatt, have you installed anywhere, sir, for gearbox system?
For solar?
For solar.
No, sir. No, we have not. No, we are not.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, gentlemen, you can please unmute and ask your questions, please.
Hi, Karuna. This is 93 batch structures, Shanta
Hey.
Kumar. Hi.
Hey, Shanta, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Karuna. Just have a quick query. I come from the people business. I run a recruitment firm
Okay.
thing. So you were talking about the transition from, Shanti Gear's, ex-management to Murugappa Group. So
Yeah.
what kind of challenges you faced in terms of, people culture,
Yeah. I think now, as I mentioned in my presentation also, because the culture earlier it was an owner-driven company. So
Right.
people used to always wait for some instruction. So kind of once I receive a command, I can do it. So what we expected was you had to take charge and then you should do it. Okay. So initial period, people when you are saying see typically the culture in Coimbatore is people in front of your face, so they will not say anything. They don't react, unlike in Chennai. So since I worked in these places, I can compare. Okay.
Right.
So here people will say yes, and next day if you come and ask, it will be in the same status quo. So this is a challenge. What we had was see why the thing is we have to make them part of the journey because we have to give a confidence to them. Yes, you can also. This is our objective, and if you can involve and contribute, so you can also grow the organization. As the organization grows, you can also grow along with the organization. So this is the kind of it's a kind of belief, and also they should believe in this company, and they should believe in themselves. So first we have to give them a confidence. Yes, this is not the company. We are not only making a profit and show it for the owner, but also you should see if you do it, so we can also grow along with the organization. That's one. And second, it's a kind of the metrics, because everybody is busy in doing that. So at the end, are we productive? Are we looking at today the manpower cost to sales? Since it's a listed number, so it's almost we are at 18%. So whereas see the similar businesses, so it should be 14 to 15% is the ideal one. But still, one of the ways to do is how we can grow the business. So only the top line growth only give away, or we can compensate this the manpower cost to sales percentage will be lower. Only people should believe in their growth and growth of the organization, and also the basic the shop floor employee engagement programs. So the lean and all this the amplifiers and all the programs which will make them involved or engaged with the company requirements. So surely they will also believe that yes, the company is growing, so that I can also grow along with the organization.
Thanks, Karna.
Thank you.